Israel prepares strike on area with Syrian S-300s in response to Russian actions. Israel is preparing to bomb an area with Syrian S-300 air defense systems. After Russia 3 times helped the Syrian military to repel attacks by the Israeli Air Force last week, it became known that the Israeli side is preparing for retaliatory actions directed against both Syria and Russia. According to some reports, the Israeli Air Force is currently preparing to strike the area with the Syrian S-300 anti-aircraft missile systems, which are deployed near Masyaf. As follows from the information at the disposal of the news agency Avia.pro, Israel will motivate its attacks on the area where the Syrian air defense systems are located primarily by the fact that the Russian side allegedly intervened in the situation. Earlier it became known about some agreements between the Israeli and Russian sides that if Russia does not prevent strikes against Iranian targets, then targeted strikes on the positional areas of the air defense of the SAR will not be carried out. Israel is not a country that will backslide from its plans. It is logical to assume that the strike on the Syrian S-300 will be a challenge primarily for Russia. In addition, it should be assumed that in this way the IDF will eliminate the threat to its air force, since the S-300 air defense systems located at the SAA may well pose a threat to the Israeli Air Force, the specialist notes. It should be noted that during the last strike by Israeli F-16s, 2 missiles were successfully intercepted by Buk M2E complexes. Israeli officials have expressed increasing concern over the proliferation of Iranian-made surface-to-air missile systems in Syria, as well as the Syrian military's improved air defense capabilities, which have made it more difficult for the IDF to operate over Syria.